Americans aren't the only ones who've been closely following this Democratic primary season overseas. The presidential nomination process has garnered a lot of attention, especially in Europe, where support for Barack Obama has steadily grown in recent months, causing some people to wonder, could a black president improve the United States' image overseas? Sarah Baxter is the Washington bureau chief at the Sunday Times of London. She joins us now. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for being here. What about this? The coverage has been astonishing as we took a look at some of the papers from around the world after Tuesday and the final primaries. You just see every paper devoting a lot to Barack Obama.
We've got a major crush on Obama, I think it's safe to say. We started off a little skeptical. A lot of people in Europe remembered the Clintons, quite liked the idea of the restoration, a little bit skeptical about the idea of going Bush-Clinton forever, but they were a known quantity and fairly popular. Obama, it's like falling in love there. People just can't get enough at the moment, and they're reading and reading about him. I think he will do good for America's image because he does represent, as Hillary Clinton said, in his person, the American dream, and that's good. But when he becomes president, I think we'll move into a different phase, and there might be a little bit more skepticism then.
Obviously, he has another hurdle in John McCain.
Absolutely. Also popular in Europe.
Is that right? I was going to ask you about that.
Nowhere near as well known.
Nowhere near as well known. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Despite his time.
He's been around a long time, but we don't pay that much attention to the affairs of the Senate. We paid attention to him in 2000, getting to know him again now. But Obama has become the new kid on the block, and he's the one that's garnering all the pages. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's not just in Europe that people are interested. People in Egypt have been saying, wow, he almost could pass for an Egyptian. Well, look at that, and he's going to be president. And that's very good, I think, for America's image, that it's genuinely is a democracy where everyone's got a shot. That log cabin to the White House idea is now gone global. Someone with a Kenyan father can become president. It's a great advertisement.
So his race is a part of his attractiveness in Europe?
Yes, it is. Also his willingness to talk to his opponents. That's considered a good thing after Bush. In Britain, for example, we've still got diplomatic relations with Iran, so the idea of talking to Iran is not such a shocker. But it doesn't mean that we've got the same interests as Iran, and of course he's got to navigate very carefully there. In
a post-9/11 world, there's not a security question about Barack Obama's foreign policy experience or ability to keep not only the U.S. but Europe safe?
Yes, and I think he actually presents a challenge to the rest of the world, because if he's too easy on foreign dictators, etc., that actually won't go down very well with us. If, on the other hand, he can present a challenge to people abroad to say, look, don't blame America. America is a country where anything is possible. Don't join that crowd that always plays the victim, which I think the rest of the world has been getting away with for rather too long. And I think his election might force some people to address whether they've just been conveniently saying, well, America's the big Satan, it's evil, etc. And then say, well, actually, that cannot possibly be true.
Okay. Sarah Baxter, Washington bureau chief for the Sunday Times of London. Thanks for the European perspective.
Cheers.
Well,